Oh, it is National Sticky Bun Day, and what goes better with sticky buns than whiskey?
It's a perfect pairing. Don't go anywhere in Montreal. When we come back, the second annual Whisky Fete takes place this weekend to raise funds for the Canadian-Scottish Chair at Concordia University. We meet this year's Whisky Ambassador. We're going to learn a few things. Good morning, Montreal, and welcome back on this beautiful Friday. We are joined here today by Richard Urquhart. He is all the way here from Speyside, Scotland. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about the second annual Whisky Fete at Macphail University, and it's all to raise funds for the Canadian-Scottish Chair at the university. Thanks for being here. How do you like Montreal so far?
It's been great.
Yeah?
Yeah, the weather's just like home.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you even become the ambassador for the Whisky Fete?
We were invited to come along this year, which is great. I love to get the opportunity to talk about whiskey, and this gives me another chance to do that.
Mm-hmm. You come from a very long lineage of whiskey bottlers. Tell us about that.
Yeah, my great-grandfather started the business in 1895 as a 14-year-old apprentice, and then ever since then my family's been in the whiskey industry.
Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about Whisky Fete so our viewers can understand what that's about.
It's about raising money for the Scottish Chair. A chair in Scottish Studies at Macphail University.
Right.
And it's great to see that Canada wants to have more Scottish influence and more studies about our country.
Exactly. So the event itself then is going to be comprised of what?
It's going to be a whisky tasting and a demonstration of lots of Scottish activities. There will be some haggis and other kind of Scottish traditional dishes and stuff like that.
So there's going to be some tasting, a little traditional food, some bagpipes. It's happening February 21st at the University Club located at 2047 Mansfield Street, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. So don't miss that. Can we talk a little bit about, you know, like you were saying, the importance of keeping the Scottish traditions alive?
Yeah, obviously Scotland's an old country. Whiskey's been a big part of our heritage for a long time, and that's kind of guess where I fit in. Mm-hmm. The whiskies we have here, for example, are from our own distillery, which we purchased in '93, and it's our kind of this is our kind of legacy that we're trying to leave behind is Benromach Distillery.
Right. I guess it's that you guys want to be able to play a role in education in Montreal.
Yeah, I guess if we can help support that, kind of. Bring more influence about Scotland and Scotch whisky as well, along with that.
Growing up with whiskey, Scotch, you must learn so much. What are some things that you can teach all of the whiskey lovers who are watching right now? Things they may not have known.
Scotch whisky is a very interesting subject. It's a very simple product. We basically use 3 ingredients. We mature it and we bottle it in Scotland. But there's so many different expressions out there.
What are the 3 different ingredients?
Water, yeast, and barley.
Okay.
And that's all we can use for single malt whiskey. So if you, but there's so many different expressions out there. So if you try whiskey and you necessarily don't like it straight away, you should always try a different one because there will be one out there for you to like.
Okay. What are the different ways of distilling it?
Its distillation's kind of similar. It's either distilled twice or up to 3 times usually.
Okay.
But it's really the cask influence really changes how the whiskey's matured. And using the right type of cask, either a sherry cask or a bourbon barrel, can really change the influence of the whiskey itself.
What is the best way to drink it? Do you have to, air it out the way you have to air out wine?
I'd probably say with friends, drink slowly. Drink responsibly and just enjoy yourself while you try it.
Right. Well, make sure you head out there and celebrate the second annual Whisky Fete at Macphail University to raise funds again for the Canadian-Scottish Chair at Macphail University. It's happening February 21st at the University Club at 6:30 p.m. Richard Urquhart, I want to thank you very much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We've got lots more coming up. Don't go anywhere, Montreal.